Hey, what is up? AJ from Fire from Heaven here for another video. Um, oops. All this week, I said we are doing metal intros. Um, so last time I kind of showed like a sort of a simple lead in that could be, sort of a preview to like something that could come in later in the song as a sort of like a chorus melody or whatever. That's one way a lot of bands start songs. Um, and a lot of bands start songs with simple melodies like that, where the melody just carries throughout the entire song, just in different ways. You know what I mean? And you know, or it could just be sort of an ambient thing where, at certain points, you're doing that melody throughout the whole song, but there's different things going on, but always that sort of ambient melody in the background all the time. That's kind of cool when songs do that. Um, with this one, I apologize. I'm congested. It's allergy season for me. Where I am in Nebraska is really bad. Always hits me hard. But anyways, this one's even more simpler than the last one. Intros don't have to be complicated. Um, they can be, with cooler leads or cooler riffs and stuff like that. I don't want to tell the full story in the first part of the song, so a lot of times my intros are simpler. Like I talked about last video, it's kind of like a structure. It's a story. Like the structure of the song is usually like a story type of thing. A lot of times in metal, you come back to certain parts. A lot of metal bands do repeat choruses and stuff like that. That's pretty common in most genres. More common in certain bands and stuff, but and then there are a lot of bands that go on even when they repeat certain parts of the story, of the structure of the song, they switch it up slightly, um, but it's a story, and I'm not going to give away, the finale at the beginning of the song. um, that's my viewpoint of it, and you know it can be whatever you want it to be. It's creative. Anyone who's producing and stuff like that, it can be whatever the heck you want it to be. I'm just showing you some ideas, sharing with you, some of my own experimentation and stuff. um, this is going to be simple because it's good. It's just like I said, it's the beginning of the story, so it's not the full thing, and it's gonna build. So it's like what I a lot of times what I do is I not all the time, sometimes it's just simple and it builds. So I'm trying to remember what I had going here. I'm not gonna record it yet. I have a simple drum beat for the intro. It's gonna start right in. It's not like a fade in. I mean, you could fade this in. That's an idea. That's basically what I'm gonna be doing. That's in essence what I'm basically doing. Oh, I messed up. Hang on. I'm recording this now. All right, so you see how that kind of builds, and I can do a lot with that. A lot of the structure I like to follow is I like to kind of introduce the sort of, melody I'm going with. It's a simple, basically that, and then, sometimes a slide up here. Not complicated. I can make it more complicated. I can introduce a lead. I can go up higher. Whatever, that's what I was doing. My guitar doesn't go that high. It is. You can do a lot. From a simple melody, you can build on it. There's a lot of directions I could go with that. I don't even have to go with that exact melody. I can change it. I can start, the next riff with something like. I don't have to use all the same notes. I can use some of the same notes. Obviously you're going to if you're playing in key and stuff. There's a lot of directions I can go. Hang on, I just got to do this real quick. I was spent a bunch of time building a template, and I actually figured out how to save a template. It's going to save me a lot of time as I'm trying to create this. And like I talked about in the last video, find ways to make whatever you're doing more efficient. So you don't have to spend time with the monotonous stuff as much. You can spend time focusing where you really need to focus. So I'm just going to record that part again real quick. We'll do that real quick. So, that's our intro. Doesn't have to be complicated, if I wanted to keep that drum part going and extend the intro a little bit, I could do the same thing, repeat it, or I can switch it up a little bit. It's so crazy, in music, we have a limited amount of notes and pitches and stuff like we can do, but it's unlimited what you can do with it. It's literally, you can do so much with a few notes, There's so much you can do. Just mess around, The more you do it, the better you get at it. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be, I'm gonna mute these for a second and just show you, like, I could mess around with the same thing and just do different things. Like that would actually probably be freaking a lot cooler. But I could, it doesn't even, I could keep that drum part going and just go right into the song and just start riffing out some other freaking crap, whatever I want to do. I just start freaking riffing, And I'm planning on doing a video specifically about this. You want to be inspired? Are you willing to perspire? I heard this from one of my favorite mentors online, CJ, the Metal Motivator. Inspiration is something that comes when you do the work. It's something that's like breathed into you as you work. the more of it comes, you know. As I'm just freaking just messing around here. It's 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday night, and I'm just like, I just recorded the last video of like 20 minutes ago. This is all like, I'm recording this all in bulk, and I'm going to release it throughout the week. You know, as I'm just working, I'm just getting lots of ideas. And that's, you know, as you perspire, you're inspired. And perspire's like, I'm going to go deeper on this in another video, so I don't even talk about it, but do the work. Inspiration is a reward from doing the work, not something you get before you do it. So, I'm just sitting clear back here away from my mic, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Just, you know, work, you know? Just, and I don't even see this as work, even though it is part of, like, my music business, obviously, you know? I'm sitting here working and doing things, but it's just, you know, it becomes a lot funner. If you're doing something you truly love and enjoy, it's fun doing stuff like this. It's fun coming up with ideas and creating content. Artists complain all the time about it. I think this is fun. So, whatever. So, yeah. I'll close the video with that thought. And hope you're enjoying this week's series on metal intros. Next week, we'll probably be covering metal verses. And, but yeah. So, I don't have any more concluding thoughts. Hope you enjoyed this. Stay metal, stay real.